Lobelia is a genus of flowering plants comprising 415 species, with a subcosmopolitan distribution primarily in tropical to warm temperate regions of the world, a few species extending into cooler temperate regions. They are known generally as lobelias. Description: the genus Lobelia comprises a substantial number of large and small annual, perennial and shrubby species, hardy and tender, from a variety of habitats in a range of colors. Many species appear totally dissimilar from each other, however, all have simple, alternate leaves and two-lipped tubular flowers, each with 5 lobes. The upper 2 lobes may be erect while the lower 3 lobes may be fanned out. Flowering is often abundant and the flower color intense, hence the popularity as ornamental garden subjects. Taxonomy: the genus is named after the Belgian botanist Matthias de Lobel. Some botanists place the genus and its relatives in the separate family Lobeliaceae, others as a subfamily Lobelioideae within the Campanulaceae. The Angiosperm phylogeny group did not make a firm decision on this, listing the genus under both families. Lobelia is probably the base form from which many other lobelioid genera are derived. It is therefore highly paraphyletic and not a good genus in a cladistic sense. For example, a Hawaiian species, currently classified in several genera, originated from a single introduction to a now submerged Hawaiian island 15 million years ago, probably from an Asian lobelia in Lobelia subg. Tupper. Ecology: Lobelia species are used as food plants by the larvae of some Lepidoptera species including the Cetaceous Hebrew character. Cultivation and uses: several species are cultivated as ornamental plants in gardens. These include Lobelia cardinalis sin., Lobelia fulgens, Lobelia syphilitica, and Lobelia erinus, which is used for edging and window boxes. Hybrids: numerous hybrids have been produced, notably Lobelia times speciosa, a hybrid derived from L. fulgens, L. cardinalis and Amp. L. syphilitica. The term fan hybrids is also used. This plant is borderline hardy and requires fertile, moist soil. It is suitable for summer bedding schemes or growing in containers. The following cultivars have gained the Royal Horticultural Society's Award of Garden Merit. Traditional medicine: Native Americans used lobelia to treat respiratory and muscle disorders, and as a purgative. The species used most commonly in modern herbalism is Lobelia inflata. However, there are adverse effects that limit the use of lobelia. Lobelia has been used as asthmador in Appalachian folk medicine. 2 species, L. syphilitica and L. cardinalis, were once considered a cure for syphilis. Herbalist Samuel Thompson popularized medicinal use of lobelia in the United States in the early 19th century, as well as other medicinal plants like golden seal. The eccentric New England Relias Smith, a preacher and alternative medicine advocate, plagiarized much of Thompson's system. A unique feature of Smith's system was the identification of lobelia with the plant of renown, referred to in Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 29. Believing that the United States held eschatological significance, Smith believed that this plant was provided by God to democratize medical treatment, just as Smith's preaching was a democratization of theology. One species, Lobelia chinensis, is used as one of the 50 fundamental herbs in traditional Chinese medicine. One unpublished study showed that lobeline, an alkaloid derived from lobelia, is ineffective in helping people to quit smoking after 6 weeks. Chemical constituents: extracts of Lobelia inflata contain lobeline, which can reverse P-glycoprotein-dependent drug resistance in certain tumor cell lines in vitro. Lobelia chinensis contains apigenin, lobeline, lobelanine, isolobelanine, lobelanidine, quercetin, coumarins, glucosides and various flavonoids. Adverse effects. Because of its similarity to nicotine, the internal use of lobelia may be dangerous to susceptible populations, including children, pregnant women, and individuals with cardiac disease. Excessive use will cause nausea and vomiting. It is not recommended for use by pregnant women and is best administered by a practitioner qualified in its use. It also has a chemical known as lobelia, which may cause dizziness. Diversity. Species include Mexican spurred lobelias. About 11 species native to Mexico and Central America have spurs on the flowers. These spurred lobelias appear to form a monophyletic group. Most have been classified in the genera Heterotoma. However, since the closest relatives such as Lobelia anatina are in Lobelia, Koopman and Ayres classify them in Lobelia. Partial list. Lobelia aurita, one of the most common understory plants in the Sierra de la Laguna pine oak forests. Lobelia calcarata, Lobelia cordifolia, Lobelia flexuosa, Lobelia mcvory, Lobelia volcanica, formerly placed here Apteria aphilobaunhart x small. Centropogon cornutus druce, Cyanea angustifolia hilib, Cyanea calicina lamis, Cyanea crispa lamis al. Endil. Closing parenthesis. Cyanea pinnatifida WIMM, Cyanea superba A. Gray, Hippobroma longiflora G. Don, Mazis pumilistinus, Pratia angulata Hup F. Pratia concolidrus, Pratia montana hask, Pratia nummularia brown and amptash.